Guys, just wanted to talk to you about a story that happened about 3 months ago. It's about vaping in public. I've like almost a pack a day of smoker, and like decided getting the e-cigs about August, July last year. This is an iTaste MVP V2. Love this little mod. But anyway, sit out on the porch. I live at a little rural area, but there's about 10 cars that go by like throughout the day, about a minute and a half, like 10 cars in a minute and a half. And I'm just sitting out there enjoying myself, taking toots. And people driving by, sometimes they'll give me the look. They'll be like, and I'll just be like, just sitting there. Don't even pay them any mind, really. And one time I was taking a drag, and a state cop rolled down the street that's facing my street, and they went down the street and they turned around at the municipal building down there, and they came back and they sat at the stop sign that's facing my house. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to show these guys that I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not lighting up anything like, illicit. And I just sat there and I was doing like little baby ones. And they're sitting there for about 2 minutes talking to each other and kind of looking at me, and I'm looking back at them. I'm just like not really paying them much mind, but giving them like a look and like not trying to be nervous looking or anything like that. And next thing you know, they came out and they took a left turn, then poured into my driveway real quick, and I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. What's going on here? I'm not doing anything wrong. I was like, these guys should know about e-cigs since they are in the whole, police force business. They should know all about this, what this stuff looks like. Well, they come up to me and they're like, hey, well, do you know where so-and-so lives? They're about 30 years old. They're a couple. I was like, no, I only know of like a couple people that live here. There's a prostitute out back. There's a guy upstairs. His last name's Denal, and I was just saying, what I needed to say to be like, hey, I don't know these people. And they're like, okay, well, have a good day. Well, anyway, wait, before we leave, what are you doing? What are you up to? What do you have right there? And I was like, oh, this is an e-cig, like it has nicotine in it. And they're like, oh, well, do those things work? And I was like, yeah, they get me smoke free for a while now. And they're like, oh, okay, well, have a good day. And as soon as they turned around, I was like, screw this shit, I'm going inside. I don't feel, welcomed outside. It was so bad, because it was such a bad feeling, because I was like all amped up, anxiety, and like just adrenaline too. It was just a mix of the both, and I was like, this is ridiculous, So that's my story about vaping outside. Just in general, like it wasn't even really like out in public. It was out in front of my house. And these guys, some people I see, they'll vape in public. They'll vape in restaurants. They'll vape in Walmart. They'll vape anywhere. And I'm stealthy with whatever I do because of that incident, So I mean, probably people in this era, they know more about drug paraphernalia than they do about e-cigarettes. So they don't know about these big mods that you can get off the market, and they don't know how much more beneficial it is than regular smoking. Because if you smoke a cigarette and you blow it through a paper towel, you'll see like carcinogens like black and brown and yellow. It just turns into like a whole tarry mess whenever you blow it in through a paper towel. Whenever you blow like e-cig vapor through a paper towel, it's clear. It's just a wet spot, and people just don't understand that. Hey, that's a lot better for you than regular cigarettes. And I personally think that it shouldn't be outlawed or given to the major tobacco companies, because the major tobacco companies have been known for adding stuff into their products. So that's my whole spiel about life in this day and era, and I just feel like we're put in this world and we're supposed to live it up, but not be terrible. So I just feel like people need to, you know, learn more, be more educated, and I think this stuff needs to get more scientific research behind it, and we should be good from now on out. So I just hope you all enjoyed listening to this, and I appreciate you all checking this video out. From your fellow vapor, Miller Million. Have a nice day.